What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Joshy Medlock, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got some unfortunate news for you, man, right now regarding Jared Big Baby Anderson. He fought a dude last night called Marios Collias, who was 12-3 with 1 KO loss, and he went life and death 50-50, a 10-round stinker. Yeah. Now, before we get to the fight footage, or a little piece of it still, I want to point this out because I think it's a violation. We know Jared Anderson's top rank, 100%. It was that bad. Bear in mind, at one point, Jared Anderson was probably, I'm trying to think, okay, they had Shakur Sleepvinson. He's now gone, but Jared Anderson and Shakur Sleepvinson, they was, name me another two fighters on top rank who you'd say were up and coming stars. Oops. Tyson Fury was talking about, Jared Anderson, he's up next. That's what he said. 2-2s now. This guy's so washed up. The fight was such a stinker, yeah. And he was a massive favourite. I know this because I put a money on it, a little piece of bread, tiny piece of bread. I did it Akka. I put $15 on it Akka. So he was 1-25, which means you put £25 down, you make £1 profit. That's how much of a favourite he was. And yeah, you can say, whoa, IB, woo, he won every round allegedly. He got punched up. Yeah, and we got the footage. But anyway, before we get to the footage, the point I was making was, at one point Jared Anderson was their highlight star, and the fight sucked so bad, Top Rank didn't even upload the highlights. Yeah, look, this video 4 hours ago, Kershawn Davis, Xander Zayas, Vitalo, you can check it yourself, I ain't making it up, I won't tell no lies. They didn't even upload no Jared Anderson footage, man. The only way I saw the fight, or the highlights of it, was via Twitter. So this shows you how much of a stinker it was, and he got punched up. He got embarrassed. I'm not even laughing, listen. We've all fell off in life, but people, when I fall off, yeah, I've been fell off. I'm still falling off, but still, I'll tell you that now. I just told you then. I'm down bad. I'm down the baddest. And hence, that gives me the unique right to tell other people they fell off bad, right? I'm not one of these dudes come on here, oh, woo, my shit don't stink. My shit stink bad, man. Worse than his, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather be falling off in his position than mine, but nonetheless, he falling off. Oops. That's what we do know. Anyway, let's get to the footage. Bash. I don't want to play it. I'm going to play some frames instead. The copyright check hell pagans, they'll pop me. So this is some of the footage here. And bear in mind, this guy, Jared Anderson there, this is Molinas. This guy's been knocked spark out in round 1 before. Fact. He was supposed to be obviously, we know Anderson took some big licks from Martin, the undisputed sparringness champion. What we didn't know was, what was the long-lasting effects of the beats he took from the undisputed sparring champion. And it turns out he's finished. Seriously, he's proper finished. From what I saw, look at this here. He was the power. This cat here, Anderson, used to be the power puncher. And watch this guy. Watch this dude here. Is that a shot that lands? So he comes in, bash, with a straight backhand. Anderson catches a lot of it. Here we go. It's a bit sloppy here, but he does get a Johnny bash right in his chops at one point. Where's Johnny Bosch? Come on, man. He's all over. The point is, you can watch it yourself. Body shot. He's all over the place. Look, he's hanging on. He's throwing wild shots. Look at this here. He throws this wild shot there. Looking up, I don't know what kind of shot that was. I guess it was an uppercut. He's so overextended, he's almost leaning back. And at the same time, looking like, to be fair, this looks like Dubois versus AJ part 2. Yeah? AJ's loading up an uppercut from Timbuktu. And this Donny here, just give it a straight one. Bah! Straight down the line, you can see it there. He puts the straight in. This guy's, I'm not even sure what you call it, bowling. What sport do you throw a bowl from underhand? Whatever. I think it's bowls, isn't it? That corny old guy sport. Old white man sport, where they get the bowls and they roll it down and the man's scraping the ice on the floor and that. Massaging the ice. So he's bowling. Whoa, brings his beak right in the air. And this slow dude pops him right in his chops there. That's what he did. Popped him. Pops him. It's leaky deaky. Looking like Deontay Wilder right now. Leaky deaky deaky deaky. He's getting moshy bashed. He's getting moshy bashed. Oh, YB, you hating. That's just one clip. I'll tell you how else we know this fight was life and death. Oh, YB, well, the scorecards, they was 99, 91, 99, 91, 98, 92. So basically they're saying the guy didn't win more than 2 rounds. That's what them scorecards say. But here's the evidence that he got punched up. We've got commentators commentating on the fight. Once the fight was over, what was their opinions? Tim Bradley's like, well, you know, I think I've probably got Jared Anderson winning. That's not a 9-1 fight, is it? In a 10-rounder. Commentators don't say, oh, well, I've probably got Jared Anderson. And you got to also bear in mind and deduct the fact that Tim Bradley's top ranked through and through. Not to mention the A-side effect. Everyone likes to come in back in an A-side. So the fact Tim Bradley, Mr. Top Rank Executive Jigaboo, and Jared Anderson was never supposed to lose this, you saw the odds. You put £25 down, you get £1 profit back. That is ridiculous, people. What's that work out to be? Is it 50 to 1? I'm not even sure what it is anyway. Something like that. Something mad. It's something proper mad, people. And 20 must be 25 to 1. 25 to 1 favourite he was. 50 to 1. Cross-eyed looking at us, Nick YB. Anyway, let's hear the footage now of Tim Bradley breaking down the fight. In fact, he gets popped again. Here. He gets popped. He hits him with a Johnny. Bah! That's a big Johnny Bosch there. People, come on. Stop blaming me, man. He got punched up. Here's the audio anyway.
His attack and to get Jared to exchange with him to be able to land shots. I mean, he landed a good portion of his fights, a good portion of his punches. However, Jared Anderson, just his raw talent, natural talent, got him over the top. Seriously, over the top. And here's the last round right here. You see Jared just buying himself some time.
Talking about, well, it was Jared Anderson's raw talent that got him this one, and oh yeah, Jared Anderson buying himself some time. You don't need to buy yourself some time if you're winning 9 to 1. You sunning do, right? If you just looked at the scorecards. So you can read between the lines here. I think Jared Anderson probably did win the fight. That's not in dispute. I'm not saying this other guy won. I'm saying the level he's now losing to. Sorry, the level he's going life and death with. This Marius dude. What's he done? Let's have a look. What's Marius done? He got beat up by some ventriloquist cat. Ventriloquist. Yeah? He lost to him. Best part of a year ago, 10 months ago. He's lost to another dude here, Atelier 11. And Anderson couldn't score no knockdowns, even though this guy has been sparkoed. He's got 1 spark KO, so it can be done. And if Anderson had anything left, this guy, from what I've seen of him, he was typically what you expect from a straight up and down, kind of stiff European redneck type shtick. You see them ones there? Straight up and down. A bit like, I don't know, pick someone. Spilker. Arthur Spilker. De Halpus. Yeah? Them type of cats. Even if you want American-wise, Dominic Brazil. Straight up and down, no frills. Stiff and slow as molasses. That's what you got here. This should have been an easy touch the heavy bag session. Touch him all over and finish him. No knockdowns were scored. Which is worrying as well. Because whatever you say about Dubois and Italma or AJ, they was handling their business. Even Fury, I think, was bowling over most bums. Someone like Christian Hammer. I think Christian Hammer is as robust, if not more robust, 10 years ago than this guy. Fury dealt with Christian Hammer. I think he did, actually. Even before he went life and death with Christian Hammer. I swear he stopped Christian Hammer. Christian Stiffer. I swear he stopped Christian Stiffer. Let's have a look. Did he go life and death with Christian Stiffer? No, he didn't. He stopped him. It was a stinker stoppage. He won a cold KO. It was a retirement. He retired him in round 8. So that's the level we're talking about here. Although Fury did go life and death with Francesco Pianini, 10 rounds. Stinker, man. I don't know how Fury gets rated so high. AJ and Dubois would have blown out Francesco Pianetti's backside. Fact. No doubt about it. His back would have been proper hanging out on the floor. Yeah? For sure, right? So Fury's no good. Anyway, let's not get back on the Fury bandwagon. The point is, anyone of any class, you put Italma in there with Marios Colinas, it's going to look a hell of a lot worse than that last one did. He wouldn't go around. He'd come in bobbing in like this, big stiff redneck dude. Bah! He'd sleep on the floor somewhere. That's what would have happened. Yeah? No doubt about it. Jared Anderson, I believe a year or two ago, he was fighting these type of cats here. Vladimir Shish Kebab, Jerry Forrest, Charles Martin. Charles Martin's a level above these type of... Charles Martin is a level above. He must have beat one to become champion. Let's have a look who he beat to become champion. He beat... Well, I mean, come on, be fair now. Gerald Washington, he had name value. He stopped him. What do we got? Popped by Luis Ortiz. Old Ortiz popped this guy. Proper filled him in. Proper filled in Charles Martin. But where are we? Joshua knocked him out. Who did he beat for a belt then? IBF. Oh my god, Glazkov. Never heard of him. Maybe he was some good. Either way, he KO'd Glazkov. I'd bet Glazkov fights just like the dude Jared Anderson just fought. The point I'm making is, you handle these ones. You don't be looking all silly looking on the ropes, getting slapped around the place. That's what you don't do. So, you've seen the title, The Fall of Jared Anderson. He had questions before this even happened with Bakole. Yeah? Before Bakole took his soul, there were some fugazi things going on with this guy. I've got a leaked interview here. I did a video on it a year or so ago, and Anderson's crying about how he don't really want to fight. He's like, oh man, it's too hard. Listen to the guy. He's talking to Roy Jones. Roy Jones is trying to give him some old school bars, and he's like, oh, it's too hard. I don't know if I can do it. So listen.
Down if you quit right now. People that love you for real. Some people that'll give their life for you, because your mama give her life right now for her son. You understand?
Wait a minute. It's sped up. Let me normalise it for you, man. Oh, come on, cross eyes. Bad.
With it, you let a lot of people down if you quit right now. People that love you for real. Some people that'll give their life for you, because your mama give her life right now for her son. You understand that?
But it's the pressure, though.
I understand the pressure, but God built us different. Did you just tell me that?
I'm 23.
So sometimes there's a lot put on us, but it's put on us because we're the ones that can take it. Jared may not think he can sometime. Jared may get messed up sometime, but Jared can wear these shoes. That's why Jared has it. You understand me?
But Jared ain't asked for it.
Too bad. Jared has a destiny that Jared can't run from. And Jared ain't no coward.
Oops, it turns out. I know, listen, I rate Roy. Roy really, he was about what he was saying. Yeah? His physical deterioration is one thing. His mind was solid. He never was like, right, when he was pinging, when you're old and you're washed up, yeah, you're old and you're washed up, there's no amount of mentalness that can do that when you're in there with young guys. Simple as that, bottom line. You can forget about it. But he knows what he's doing, is the point. He's proven he knows what he's doing. And these old heads, they think that these new guys are the same. These guys ain't got it, man. He ain't even made it yet. And even if he had made it, when these old school guys made it, they weren't, oh, well, I can't do it, man. Cock-a-doodle-doo, man. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to do it, man. People, there's a bunch of jobs. Come and mop a floor like the YB, man. You ain't got to fight. There's plenty of floors that need mopping. There's plenty of floors Massa needs mopping, y'all. Yeah? £11.51 an hour, folks. Oops. You ain't got to do it. Obviously, the bread is there, but you can't. He's finished, man. That's the truth. He's been finished. This came out when? This came out before he even lost. June 27th, 2023. Who had he fought until that point? June 27th, 2023. So, he fought... Let's have a look at what he was crying about. So, okay. So, he just... This was before the Charles Martin fight. So, he was looking red hot. He was knocking everyone out. Fact. He knocked everyone out until that point. Sparking them all. And even when he's winning... Oh, man. Oh, y'all. Oh, man, I ain't got it no more, boss. I ain't got it no more, boss. You know, man. And if we didn't have it then when he was winning, Bakole had to go on him. And since then, really, that video came out, and then he goes in there, has a stinker with Charles Martin. Again, the scorecards don't reflect that. The scorecards imply you won every round. I don't know about that. It was a life and death fight. Yeah? Life and death fight with Charles Martin. A life and death fight with Riyad Murhi. Let's see if Murhi had been stopped at that point. Yes, Murhi had been stopped. So, Jared Anderson fought him, but Murhi had been knocked out by Arsene Glouar in 2018. So, the precedent's there. Someone can be stopped. We know he ain't fighting Muhammad Ahmad Bruce Lee Golovkin chin, is he? Because they've been stopped before. The precedent's there. You can clip the dude you're in there with. You could have clipped Charles Martin Fact. You went life and death. You could have clipped Riyad Murhi. You went life and death. You could have clipped Marius Colias. You went life and death. And the Bakole, what this really shows is he hasn't come back with a vengeance. It wasn't even like he was in there proper trying to make... He made a meal of it, is the point. So, in terms of top boxing, I don't wish this on him. And to be fair, I think he's still only had... Well, he's had 20 fights now. He should be there or thereabouts, to be fair. You should be there or thereabouts, to be fair, at this point. You should be handling it. Even people like AJ, who's psychologically skeptical. Who did he make a meal of it with? Well, even when he was fighting Andy Ruiz in the rematch, he won every round, essentially. It was a clean boxing performance. The scorecards may say Jared Anderson won every round, but I don't remember seeing AJ wasn't looking all silly looking in there with Ruiz in the rematch. So he hasn't even proved that he can fight scared. That makes sense. He hasn't even proved he can proper box someone's head off. Because if you can't proper box someone's head off and never be all getting clipped with your uppercut coming into the sky and your chops right in the air, I don't know what's left for him really. He's 25. Is he going to retrain and learn how to mop Massa's floor like the YB does? Probably not. But I don't see where he's going from here. Not that I need to see it. At the end of the day, each to his own. But the hype train's over now. If it wasn't over before... Sometimes, listen, we give Bakole a lot of credit. Bakole had his best performance. I don't think... I watched it back a load of times now. I don't even think... I can't sit here and say, oh, Jared Anderson sucked. He didn't, actually. He was proper making a go of it, to be fair to him. Given the circumstances he had to come back from, I think he got put down in the first round. So coming back from that and how he fought valiantly against a brick wall was how it looked. He wasn't just like AJ versus Ruiz won. That was pathetic. I didn't see AJ throw a shot, just running around the ring, scared to death. In this, Jared Anderson watched the fight back. He was trying to make things work. He was clipping Bakole. The shots were bouncing off. Yeah? Bakole got the Kevlar, the Congolese Kevlar. That's what he's got. And Jared Anderson didn't bring the anti-tank, what they call it? 100%. He didn't bring the anti-tank with him. That's what he didn't do. So he was just like having a bad dream in there. Couldn't punch for toffee. He can't punch. I'm convinced now he can't punch anyway. He can't punch. If he could, he'd have clipped Ryan Mehdi. If he could, he'd have clipped Colias. He didn't put down Colias. He didn't put down Mehdi. He put down Martin and then went life and death. So he doesn't have the punch people were saying he had. Yeah? A lot of these guys were in there and they were just stiffs, is what we know now to be the case. So, I'll leave it there. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm proper not... The fact I see things a certain way doesn't mean I'm sitting here with a big raging mandinga hard on. Oh yeah, someone's... I'm not like that. Honestly, I'm not. I'm not like, oh yes, misery likes company. I love the fact he's fell off. I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. He's finished. Yeah? It's not... I don't have great... Oh yay... I don't, what's the word? I don't get excited by misery. Equally, I can't lie to you about it. It's going to take something... We can't even say it's going to take a Dubois situation. Because I'd have told you, and I'm happy to be wrong, hands in the air, I'd have told you Dubois is well finished, man. After that Usyk fight, I'll say Dubois is proper the most useless dude I've ever seen in my life. He'll never be the same. He'll never be anything. To his credit, so it's possible. The Prophet Maximus Danelius has shown all these type of soft dudes the way. It can be done. It's in your mind, man. It's all in your mind. It's all there. You choose to storm the beaches of Normandy, or you choose to sit on the boat and piss yourself. That's the choice you got. Sit on the boat and piss myself, or storm the beach of Normandy. Those are the two choices every man has in any given situation. Yeah? That's all you got to do. I'm going straight in there. I'm leaving this ring on my feet or on my back. Oops. Simple as that. You ain't all, I'm boxing, I'm moving. If all else fails, all you have is that. You don't have all this boxing rubbish. I don't believe in it myself. I believe you start with Beach and Normandy, and you can build technique and other rubbish around it. Too many of these guys go into the ring now. It's all about they try. How many fighters do you see these days exchange on the inside? Very rare, very rare. How many guys do you see just standing there, posted up, rocking, rolling, and whipping off? You don't. They're like, and if someone gets too close to them, they panic. Like, seriously, it's not. I've seen it too many times these days. They can't fight on the inside. They cacked it proper. It's like AJ's a perfect example of it. You get on top of him. His his balloon knot contracts. A typical balloon knot is around 10 millimeters. I made that up, but let's assume it's 10 millimeters. Scientists have shown AJ's balloon knot constricts up to 6, so he loses 6 millimeters of his dilated balloon knot from pure panic. Yeah? The blood vessels constrict because he's panicking. His body goes into shock. That's a fact. I see it too many times now. The boy blops him. He panics city. What is that about? You must know what you got to do in there. You ain't never had a fight. You never stood there and exchanged on the inside. I'm guessing not. A lot of these men are the same. Ben Whittaker, another one. The minute someone's on top of him, he's panicking. There's loads of examples of it. The lost art of inside fighting. They're all kind of amateurs on the outside. They're great on the outside. When you're on top of them, though, Jarappa Stinker. He's great on the outside. When Bradis was all over him, he had nothing, no answers there. No answers at all. Just running around the place. Bivol, another one. No inside game at all. No inside game. And Bivol's really good. He is really good for the boxing. And it came to it, yeah. He didn't want to fight. He was running around. And you're panicking. I've got to be honest. Bivol was panicking in there. He can tell you what he wants. Oh, well, I wasn't tired. You look tired to me. You look goosed. I know someone who looks goosed, man. You look goosed in there. I ain't just making up. You bet Beterbiev. So you're saying that. I'm telling you the truth. With or without me betting on Beterbiev, he looked goosed. Just running around with the hand stuck to his head. No inside game. Panicking. He looked panicked in there. Sorry. YB is a professional boxer. He don't get panicked. That's cap. Professional boxer or not, some men get panicked. They do. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but they do. It's what we know for a fact. I've seen it. Yeah? I think Anderson, to be fair to Anderson, I didn't really see him panic against Bakole. He did try and fight his way out of a bad dream. He did try, so he has got something in there. Clearly, he didn't just roll over and run around the ring, did he, to be fair to him? He was actually trying to make it work. So there is something inside him. I don't know what's happened, but you heard here, even before he started losing, or before he started going life and death with bums, there's something in his head. Oh, I ain't got it. I ain't got it, boss. I don't want to do it, boss. Yeah? One more time for the road. Bars are mad.
Power to all of those back in Toledo where he came from, to his mother, to succeed. That's just the obligation that comes with it. You let a lot of people down if you quit right now. People that love you for real. Some people that'll give their life for you. Because your mama give her life right now for her son. You understand that?
But it's the pressure, though.
I understand the pressure, but God built us different. Did you just tell me that?
I'm 23.
So sometimes there's a lot put on us.
I'm 23, I just don't... Oh, I'm only young. To be fair, you're a grown-ass man, is the truth, right? 1,000 years ago, I think the average lifespan was 35, so you were a grown man. There was like Egyptian kings having kids at 14 years old, so you ain't... Oh, I'm 23, how old do you want to be? 43 and you're washed up physically? You're in your prime. Well, people say the heavyweight's a prime at 30, but people... You're 23, yeah, you're good. You're not 17, or 18, or 20. 23 is a solid professional sporting age. Let's not get it twisted here. You're talking like he's 13 years old. You're 23, man. Big hardback Nick, man. Come on, people. Come on.
But it's put on us because we're the ones that can take it. Jared may not think he can sometime. Jared may get messed up sometime, but Jared can wear these shoes. That's why Jared has it. You understand me?
But Jared ain't asked for it.
Too bad. Jared has a destiny that Jared can't run from.
Well, he's found a way to... I'm not sure. From what the skills I've seen, yeah, I'm not sure he was going to be all that anyway. I think what Jared Anderson did show a little bit of, got people The fat Anderson, he can do a bit of the woo woo. People see a little bit of that, and they get semi-long, is what happens. They see a little bit of the moody shoulder roll, and they get, oh, this guy's a phenomenal boxer. I haven't really seen him tearing up like Holyfield on the inside with the leaky deaky. I haven't seen him do that. I haven't seen him in there chopping and changing and whapping. I haven't seen it myself. So I think too much credit, because the inside fighting's a lost art. All someone's got to do now is stand there like this, and people get hard on. All the unwashed casuals start saying, whoa, he's in the Matrix. No, I didn't really see them, so I'm not sure his skills would have... Danny D isn't the most tricky either. But what he does do is to a high level. Yeah? That makes sense. He can pressure you. Bam, bam, big stiff shots. Anderson, it's like he's in two different worlds. He's like trying to be leaky deaky and trying to be movie and slapping a few shots in. He's trying to fight like a 160 pounder or a 145, 47 pounder. That's how it looks to me. He's trying to do something that he's overcomplicating it. Even when you look at George Foreman with a cross guard, he's not moving a whole bunch. People were saying that in the build-up to Jared Anderson. They were saying, oh, he moves like a middleweight. Oops. Turns out, how'd it get on? How does moving like a middleweight work out when you're fighting Bummingtons and you can't stop them? Get in there, man. Stick your hands to your forehead and walk him down. That's what you should... OB, you ain't been in there before. People can do it, though. Here's the point. Look at Beterbiev. Yeah? With these type of cats, Colias, Murdy, Charles Martin, you stick it on them, man. All that rubbish. And it's not even... You were getting clipped anyway. I showed you the tape, the leaked tapes. He was getting popped with all that leaky deaky rocking and rolling. Makes you look silly if you're supposed to be the A-side. He should be the one... That dude there, European Donny, he should be on the ropes having to look silly. I'm fighting off the ropes. Alright. Alright, then how'd it work for you though? How'd it work fighting off the ropes against Bakole? I'm not saying standing with Bakole would have been much better, but what we know for a fact is actually Anderson got caught on the ropes every time. He'd be there, nowhere to go, and boop, started doing the leaky deaky, boop, his head come off. So, it's one of them ones. Let's see how it plays out, but he's finished, man. He's well finished. He needs to hire. The bars I've heard from Jared Anderson, oh, I'm only 23 and woo, woo, woo. He needs to hire Stan Dubois. He sound like he need daddy to me. That's what he sound like. Oh, man, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, no, I ain't gassing no more, mama. That's how he sound to me. Too many women in his life. That's what I'm getting. I don't know him, but I'm getting the vibe. His daddy was in jail, and too much women's. His nan, his mum, just around him way too much. Oh, mama, I ain't gassing no more, man. Oh, mama, just crying to his mama too much. That's the vibe I got from him. Yeah? That's the vibe I got. So ring Danny D up. Ring Stanny D. A Stan Dubois. Yeah? I need some 100%. I need some of that one. And it will be coming out. Jack Anderson will come out next time. Yeah, that's what it will do. Get him on point. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like for the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.